Okay, so welcome back everybody, and we're on Unmanned Island, and this is the 3 remaining geostationary communication satellites. So I'm going to launch these one after the other in series, and that's basically what this episode will be about. Basically we've got one up there already, so this is the 3 remaining ones, as I said. And we also have a navigation satellite contract to complete. And that has a series of several contracts which will be done every so often. If you'll just let me bring them up. That's a geostationary comsat. And I've taken that one. It's an easy way of making money. As you can see, I'm down to 1.784 million. I'm almost broke. I couldn't upgrade any of the other remaining launch pads because it costs 2 million for each one. I need to build up my collection. No, that is this here. I think I mentioned this before. Launch of Luna 2 Mercury. It's actually Luna 2 to the moon. For some reason it's misidentifying Mercury as the moon. And that's another mission controller tool. So I'm going to launch that to them. That is the Impactor mission. I believe that's Luna 10. My Luna 10 will complete that. First weather satellite that is being built, because technically it's actually the second weather satellite, and that's being built at Kodiak. Syncom, which is the first geosynchronous, which means it passes over the same part of the Earth. Otherwise, it's got a 24 hour, just under 24 hours. So it's a full day when it comes to orbital duration, orbital period. So this is the contract I'm building the first one here after these geostationary comsats. It won't be the next episode. You have to reach designated equatorial orbit, 0 degrees, and about 3,000 kilometers. And you have to set them up, and each one of these has to be set to a different frequency. As you can see, 19.5, but all the same module number, which is 1, which is obviously GPS, Global Positioning System, or the very first versions of it. So you can see there's quite a few of those to be done. But back to this episode, and this is the second geostationary comsat launch. This will be N1. So this will be comsat 2 N1, N1 being network 1. Alright, so it's on the pad. Alright, so let's get going for the first, well, not the first one, it's actually the second one. So it's the second launch. So you can get into position. Right, let's head to the launch pad. Alright, so our launch pad. It's a pretty cloudy day. I was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I always thought Pacific Ocean had nice weather, but I must be mistaken. It also seems like I'm having performance issues the more things I've queued being built by KSP. It's not too much of a problem. It is if you're in the VAB though. It's causing quite a lot of slowdowns, but when you click on build or save, it seems to take like an inordinate amount of time to actually do that, either save or build. But I'm pretty used to it anyway. Once you're actually up out the atmosphere, it seems fine for the most part. Right, just check the staging. So I've got boosters. That's fine. Fairings the right way around. Alright. This is the second geostationary comsat for the network 1, first network. So it's the first geostationary comsat network that we're building. Alright, so here comes the first launch for this episode, but obviously comsat 1, that's actually wrong. That's just the name of the spacecraft at the top, actual payload itself. Alright, so here we go. So it's 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're just over 90 seconds away from the first burn point. Oh, that's weird. Oh no, it's fine. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to kick the periapsis up. So it flips and becomes the apoapsis, and then it takes about 3,300, because last time, for the first satellite, it pushed the apoapsis above 36,000 kilometers, which I don't want it to do again. Alright, so here we go. About 30 seconds to the node. So it's based on my RCS, that is. Couple. So 3, 2, 1. Inclination is 6.5 degrees. I don't need it to come down any further than 0.8. So it doesn't really bother me at all. I've got plenty of RCS to correct. Okay, so the last, hopefully, of the main burns. So I've got 4 minutes, but we're only 2 minutes away from the actual node itself. So now it's in position. I'm going to target rid of that. So I was going to target Earth. GEOS CommSat 1. 63.74. Okay, so it's in range. So it's one way in range as well. It doesn't need both the dishes be pointing at each other. 0.05 per second. That's probably, yeah, it's not even touching the generator. Right, so obviously we are in range, 75,000 kilometers, so that's good. We'll see the other dish, one of the other dishes to pop up as to point at CommSat 3 once that's up. Yeah, so slightly more than 90 degrees up, but it shouldn't make any difference. Right. So we're going to enable station keeping. So I'm going to click on control from here and then enable station keeping. Oh no, can't. Right, wait a second. That's because I got those turned on. Turned off, I mean. I'm just in RCS quad. So I figured that out why it wasn't using the RCS. You have to turn them on. So enable station keeping. Right, so that's that. Right, so let's move on to the second launch of today's episode. And that's the CommSat 3, which will join these two. Alright, let's head back to Orbital Island. 47 seconds. Throttle's at 0. Arm in the engine. Keep it to about, like I did before, about 30,000. Okay, 30 seconds. So 50 seconds. Throttle is at 0. Okay, so about 30 seconds from. I'll go 35. Just to there we go. So now this is actually down to RCS quad 20/45 in class hydrazine 47.064. So enable station keeping. And that's it. It just won't show up in this in here. For some reason it doesn't recognise relays, but it does actually recognise them, but it just doesn't put them in the information panel here. Don't know why that is. Alright. Oh, and CommSat 2 had another relay, sorry, not relay, a servo burn out one of the solar panels. So it doesn't, so it looks like the failure rate on these solar panels is quite high. So I want to leave this one before it fails on me as well. Okay, so let's head back. If it lets me, let's head back to Omelek Island in the middle of the Pacific and launch number 4, and then that should be the network finished. I'm being on a tiny little bit so it compensates for. It's about 1 kilometre too high, the apoapsis, but that's fine, I can compensate for that. If it lets me. There we go. Right, that should be fine. And what that was talking about. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, that's fine. Alright. At last. There we go. Testing time 2 days. Once these get the green tick have been connected. Direct connection. See 1 and 3. That's for number 2. And it says 40 hours to more than 80% coverage now. Alright, so I'll head around all the other satellites, numbers 1, 2 and 3, and lock them onto each other, power them up, and that will be it. Okay, so that's it. The final, this is CommSat 3, so I just linked it to 4 and 2. And now we have, oops, disappeared. So I've got 1, 4, 3 and 2. I don't know why it's done in that order, but never mind. Performing shakeout testing 1 day, 20 hours, 15 minutes and 54 seconds. So they're all keeping station. So they shouldn't actually move out of their respective orbits. But obviously if their orbits are slightly out, it's impossible to keep them absolutely sort of perfectly in the same distance from each other. So that's that. Once that's finished, 2 days, I'll get the completion. But right now, there's no reason why they won't complete. They're plenty of space apart, as you can see. Yep, there's the other one. There's the other one. There's the other one. And there's this one. A little bit close. It's unlucky when you're actually looking at a particular angle. So the thing about the map, it doesn't quite give you a top-down view. Alright, but that's that. Took a few hours to work out. Just get me to the correct position. It wasn't as hard as, wasn't as difficult as it could have been. Alright, so that's that. So I'll head back to Space Center and prepare the next launcher. The next mission, I have no idea what's going to be. I've spent that long on this, I've actually forgotten what's coming up next. Alright, so that's the end of that. So that's the Geostationary, the 4 Geostationary comsats in place. And it's about less than 40 hours left for the testing. Okay, so that's that. That's that mission. Phew. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you liked, click like and share by all means. And subscribe for more. Well, subscribe basically to keep track of this playlist or any of the playlists I'm going through right now, whatever game it is you're interested in, if it's this or something else. And you get automatic updates from YouTube. Okay, so once again, thanks very much for watching. And I hope it helps. If you have any questions, if you're trying to do this yourself and you got any questions, then yeah, by all means ask the questions. If it's a little bit complicated, you know, it's a long question, you may want to message me instead of commenting, because sometimes YouTube can mark it down as spam and I don't actually see the message. So, in the comment section I mean. So you might want to think about messaging me instead. Alright, thanks again for watching. And take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.